The reality of trading that no one tells you about is that trading is a fighting arena. Your first goal should be capital preservation. It's about protecting your capital so you will not lose 90% within 90 days. And the only way to survive is if you educate yourself enough before stepping into the ring. The big question is how? Where do you even start if you are just a beginner? What you should learn first? Is it enough to Google everything and you will get all the answers there? I don't think so. Welcome to Trader's Journal, and this is my diary for trying to trade in the crypto market. I can't believe this is already the 4th video. So today we're gonna be talking about what are the basic things to learn when you are just starting in your trading journey. Ready? First and foremost, you have to understand the difference of trading and investing. Investing means you're buying coins like Bitcoin or Ethereum and planning to hold them for years. You are thinking long term, maybe 5 to 10 years. It's like planting a tree and waiting for it to grow. For example, in 2020, Mark bought Ethereum for $200 per share. Say one share just to illustrate this one. And fast forward to 2025, as of May, Ethereum is trading at 2,500 level. So 500 to 2,500 in how many years? Almost 5 years. That is investing. You buy things because you know that in the future, or you believe that that asset will give value in the future. Remember my URC story? When I bought URC shares at 13 and sold it at 34? That is investing. Trading, on the other hand, is short term. You buy and sell within minutes, within a day, weeks, or even months. It's shorter duration compared to investing. And usually you have to use technical analysis to do this one. Let's go back to the Ethereum as an example. Same person. Mark bought Ethereum in 2020. But this time, instead of buying at 200 levels, he waited until the breakout in December 2020, which the price is trading at 500. So he bought 2 shares of Ethereum for 500 per share. That's $1,000. And after 3 months, the price went as high as 1,800. So he took profit. He sold 1 share, 50% of his position at 1,800. So capital is already taken back. And he is just letting that 1 share run to take advantage if the price will go as higher than 1,800. And it did happen. After 2 months, it hit 4,800. And that's the time he finally sold his position. So how many months is that? December to May, barely 5 months. From 500 per share to 4,800. That is trading, short duration. Closing your position within short duration. Some people will do this one in a minute or like in an hour. But you cannot expect a movement like $500 to 4,800. Usually 500 to 800. That's already big, especially if you are trading with big amount of money. So easy, right? In just 5 months, Mark quadrupled his money. That is because he knows what he's doing. What about the other side of the coin? Let's make another example in the name of John. So John is a friend of Mark. When Mark sold his share at 1,800, the first share, John is watching. And he said to himself, oh, he can do that? I can do it also. I have the money. So at 1,800 level, he bought 5 shares of Ethereum. And to his horror, after just few days, Ethereum suddenly went down to 1,700 until 1,000 per share. And he can no longer bear the pain of seeing his money go down from 1,800 per share to 1,000, so he sold his position, everything. And as if the market is playing with him, because after he just sold his position in just few days, it skyrocketed to 4,800. So again, he said, okay, this time I'm gonna do it, and I'm gonna do it the right time. This time I'm going to win. But then, again, the market is playing with him. The shares plummeted down to 1,700, his original purchase price on the original shares. So he said, okay, no, this looks familiar. I'm gonna wait for some more time. And then it crashed down to 900. So I said, I'm out. I cannot bear this one. I'm out. Crypto is a scam. And this is the story of the 90% of people. This is the harsh reality of trading. It's so easy to double, triple your money only if you know what you're doing, like Mark. But if you're like John, who is trading only just because he is FOMO'd, then the market will eat you. Now, let's come to the technical part that you have to learn. You have to learn how to read a chart or do technical analysis. If you decide to become a trader, you cannot escape this one, because technical analysis is the language of trading, and this is the reality. If you don't know how to read chart, you will not survive in the trading arena. Technical analysis as a beginner is intimidating, especially if it's your first time seeing a chart. But once you know the basics, you're good to go. You will realize that the chart is just telling a story. It shows you how the price moved and what the market might do next. You will start to learn terms like candlesticks, bullish, bearish, bear market, bull market, trend patterns, support, and resistance. Technical analysis is technical, and I'm just a beginner level trying also to learn how to do technical analysis properly. So I'm not going to explain this one further, but instead I'm going to direct you to a YouTube channels where I learn about technical analysis. And the first one is Rainer Teo. Rainer Teo is very simple and practical in explaining, especially the technical analysis series. The second one is SMB Capital. You will learn how professionals do their trading, because this is a channel for professional trader, SMB Capital. And lastly, of course, Trading Republic by ZFT. If you want Tagalog versions, this is the channel to go. I have to warn you, there is a lot of trading channels in YouTube. You're going to be overwhelmed with this, so I suggest you just pick one from the 3 recommended and stick to it for a while. Then, if you're not satisfied, you can search for advanced lessons. This way, you avoid the clutter and you can concentrate more on the lessons. The bottom line here is, if you learn how to do technical analysis, you will be like Mark, who's trading based on the chart and not based on emotions. Third, and the most important one, I keep on telling this one, I talk about this on my last episode. Master your trading psychology. Again, I keep on telling this one, trading is 10% technical analysis, and 90% managing your emotions during trading hours. It is useless if you know how to read a chart if you cannot manage your emotions. It's often based on FOMO, or fear, and even greed. You can have the best setup in the world, but if your emotions is all over the place, you will definitely lose money. Trading psychology is managing your responses by having a solid plan. Trading psychology is not an overnight thing. I have been doing this one for the last 3 months, and I'm still a work in progress. I recommend you watch videos in YouTube. There are a lot of free resources that are so good in explaining this one, but you can also read Trading in the Zone by Mark Douglas. You can find this one in Audible, and I just discovered that there is a free version in your Spotify, not as good as the Audible version, because Audible is paid version, and you can find also a lot of book reviews in YouTube. Oh, you don't have time to read? Guess what? Me too. I work full-time, as you know. I'm a mother of a teenage boy. I have to drop him off 4 times a week to his swimming class. Pick and drop. I cook before and after work. So where do I find time to read? I don't. I listen. Where? In my car while waiting for him to finish class, or while going to work and while coming from work. Sometimes while cooking and folding the laundry. That's it. You have a choice. Make excuses or take advantage of the technology that we have. Okay, come to the last point. Risk management. How not to lose everything. How? By setting up your stop loss and managing your trading position. Your stop loss should not be more than 5% of your trading account. But most importantly, your stop loss should be defined before placing a trade, not when you are already in the trade and you're watching the market is going against you or in favor of you. Now, if you are having a small trading account like me, you will notice that risk management or even position sizing is so difficult. You cannot even buy one Ethereum for $150, right? But what I can tell you is focus on the process. It's all about the consistent wins or consistent small loss that matters. You are building a system, and once you build that system, you can scale up. Then that's where the dollar value matters. Okay, quick summary. First and foremost, you have to decide whether you want to become an investor or a trader. And if you decided to become a trader, you have to learn technical analysis, trading psychology, and risk management. Don't rush. Do it 1 hour daily. Do it consistently. You can start with the 3 YouTube channels that I recommended. And remember, don't compare your journey to somebody who is already trading for the last 3 years. You are not late. You are just getting started. If this helped you, let me know in the comments. And if you have beginner questions that you would like me to answer in my future video, please feel free to drop your comments. Bye. See you next time.